Hey everybody, this is Keela. I'm just about to make a video about my hair journey. Hey, it's my birthday is on Tuesday, and I had my last perm August something. It was like a week before my birthday, I remember. So I'm gonna get into all that. I'm gonna go through all the pictures from my last perm, a little bit before my last perm, how my hair was during transitioning, and what it is today, which is just like this. Ahead of time, just thanks for watching, and I hope I'm gonna try to give a few tips on how I get my hair to grow and how I keep my hair the way I do. Okay, so starting off, this is me. I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. This is, of course, all natural me before my grandma decided to put that horrible perm in my head, or relaxer. I need to start being able to say a relaxer because I always say perm, which is two different things. But here I am in my most natural state ever. I just love this picture because I have this little puff and I had really nice hair. So there's that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go through before I ever even thought about going natural. I'm gonna go through the pictures. It's just a few pictures of how my hair used to be getting regular perms and how it looked, and then I'm gonna have the picture where I actually my very last perm. So anyways, the one that you've been looking at, that's just a normal day, just flat iron my hair. I was sick of it. This is another one where I was just simple flat iron. This one's funny because, okay, this is my hair, freshly permed, freshly blow dried, and freshly bleached and blonde hair. So like I had blonde tips at the end, and it really helped to break my hair off. It looked cute for the time being, but it completely fucking broke my hair off. I mean, you can see it, and freshly blow dried also. So just a whole bunch of components that just can completely fuck up your hair. And that's what I used to do to my hair, and it was always unhealthy. It always stayed the same length, and for a while that's what was working for me. And then here's of course just a couple of more pictures. Flat iron, curling irons, heat. There's no more color in these pictures, but there's plenty of heat. I always had it flat irons. I was always just frying the shit out of my hair, but it always looked cute. Like a lot of the pictures, it does look healthy because a lot of like hairdressers will say, oh, you take perms really well and your hair comes out well, but that's a crock of bullshit. Of course you take perms well. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's still keeping your hair unhealthy to have relaxers. And it's pretty to look this straight, but it's not natural, and it's not good for you in the long run and for your hair. You're never going to be completely happy with it, and I never was. So now this is the last picture that I could find of the last time I got a perm that wasn't including like weave and stuff, because I have a lot of pictures with a lot of weave while I was transitioning and the last time I got a perm, but I tried to keep those pictures out of here, trying to make sure you just see my actual hair in all the pictures. But it's kind of hard to see, plus I'm on my iPad, so it doesn't it zooms in, but it's going to be kind of blurry, and all the pictures, they zoom in too much. But I'm also going to make a Facebook album with all these pictures so you can see my hair. But like I said, this is the last one that I can find. You can tell it's short. It was really straight because I just got a perm. I hadn't done it yet because I was going to put some weave in it that night. But this was the very last time I got a perm. About to see me transitioning, and what I did was I wasn't completely ready to start off the big chop. I did not think I'd look right with all my hair shaved off. I couldn't do it. So what I started off to say was that wear my hair transitioning for a year to see how I was gonna do doing that, and I was trying to take care of it better. I tried to stop using like sulfate shampoo, and I started using like home remedies where I could make it myself and buy it with food stamps. So I was using like apple cider vinegar rinses, to wash my hair, I would sit there and I would just massage my hair with the apple cider vinegar. They said that helps a lot. And I would make my like own conditioner, and I use like all kinds of just natural stuff. I believe it was helping my hair, but at the same time I was still flat ironing all the time. The best way to make it look right is to either wear weave, which I did a whole lot, or like flat iron it to make it look good. I mean, which flat iron is not that good, or like roller sets. So I try roller sets every now and then, but I hate rollers and I hate sleeping with rollers. So that's what I did for a long. Cut the perm out of my hair June 3rd. I was tired of waiting an entire year, so it was like 2 months, almost 3 months earlier than I said I was gonna do. So I like cut off the perm ends, and I felt like a full-on natural then. You'll get to those pictures in. Let's go through my transitioning pictures. Okay, so I usually try to keep my hair braided. So this is how it looked after like 2 braids. And, you know, it's fried at the ends, all crinkly at the ends. It looks a little cray-cray. The next one, I, of course, was rolling it with curling irons. Here's one where I actually had a roller set. I put a couple braids on the side and I had a roller set, which is what I should have been doing the entire time. The next one is more flat ironing, but I mean, you can see it's actually a lot thicker. You can actually tell from that picture. This one here is like this also curling iron. I used to always like to put like the Shirley Simple curls in my head and be lazy and do it with the curling iron instead of just doing it with flat irons. Instead of just doing it with roller sets all the time. And this right here, this is funny because I was wearing like a long ponytail that night, and I wanted to cut my bangs, and I wanted some bangs with it, some sharp bangs. So I did that, and I was still transitioning, but my hair was pretty long. It was like down my face, because it was growing, and like I always used to cut my bangs and it'll grow right back to like that length. So that was like kind of the beginning of the cutting, and I got like obsessed at that point. This picture is just I think I blow dried it. I believe it was blow dried. I don't know, but this is just kind of how my fro looked, but I hadn't cut off my ends yet. But it looks like a real fro, doesn't it? But I hadn't cut off my ends yet. But this is kind of, I looked at my hair and I was like, I want this to be for real. So I said I want to actually cut the ends of my hair off. So I did, and I did it on June 3rd. I remember because it was Caleb's birthday. That's the kid in the photo. And I had already cut a little bit of my ends off before, but then I just went on and I wet it really, really good. I made sure it was completely wet, and you can clearly see the line of demarcation where the curly end, your natural hair, starts and the straight end hangs off. Just snip that off, and I mean, you can't really see it right there, but this is the day that I did it, and I was like taking it by section, so you can kind of see it a little bit there. Yeah, this is kind of one of the first pictures that I took when I cut my hair off, and as you can see, I had a nice little fro. I was really proud. Oh my gosh, I was like exuberated and exhilarated and just felt free from relaxers and, you know, anything having to do with them. I was really taking care of it at this point. I got a new job, so I was buying all that expensive stuff, and it's doing really well. I love Kinky Curly Knot Today, and I love the Shea Butter products. That is what I live by. That is what I use. I use those to do my hair. And as we're going through these other pictures of my little fro, what I do is every week I just on Saturday or Sunday I go ahead and I wash it out real good using my Shea Butter shampoo. I leave the conditioner in for about an hour or two. Sometimes I might even sleep with my conditioner in, wash it out the next day. I take my Kinky Curly Knot Today and I detangle it with a super big wide tooth comb, because the number one thing you want to watch out for is breakage. So I make sure it's damp as possible with the Kinky Curly Knot Today on there, and I comb it through and I detangle it. And while it's still damp, or while it still has the Kinky Curly in there, I go ahead and I throw some oil in my hair. I try to make my own oils. You know, basically I just mix them. Put it in a dark place. Take some extra virgin olive oil, and I'll put like rosemary. I'll put different stuff in there, and it smells good, and put a little tea tree oil in it to help with like dandruff and itching. And all I do is I just put the oil on there, and I'm usually good to go. A lot of times I'll take like 2-strand twists, which pictures are coming up or they're already showing, and I'll, like in the video when I'm talking, I take 2-strand twists, I'll just twist it up. Sometimes I take them really big, sometimes I take them a little small, and I'll twist them up and I'll untwist them, and it makes me look like I have really curly hair. I have curly hair, but it's like some of my curls just are just, I don't know what it is. It's more fluffy, like an afro. It's not exactly fine curls, but I love it. One thing I forgot to say is that I don't flat iron my hair. I have not flat ironed my hair since June 3rd when I cut my hair out. It feels even healthier than it did when I just stopped getting perm, where I wanted some color. I wanted just blondes, and I took some henna, but of course it's all natural. There's no bleach, no dyes, none of that. It comes straight from some kind of plant. It did not color my hair. It kind of feels like it made it darker, which is okay. It's like, it's a really pretty black now, but I still want some color, but I won't sacrifice it for bleach or real dyes or anything. I'll keep my search on for a good natural color. Thanks for watching, and I hope I gave you some tips. If you have any questions, you can hit me up at any time. You can hit up facebook.com/KylaRue, and I'm SheHellaYella on Twitter. I hope it helps anybody, so thanks a lot for watching. Bye, I love y'all. Okay, so here's the henna. It just felt like I was putting mud on my hair, to make a long story short. And this is me when I put 2-strand twist in my hair, and that's how long it is. I mean, at this point, while it's curly and it was wet and I put 2-strand twist in it. That's it. Have a great day. Bye.